Hi guys, Atanasio here. I haven't made a video for a while, actually before the elections, I think. It was in October, at the end of October, okay. So the market, as you know, went up after the elections. Um, no surprise here, to be honest, because every time around, I told you, if you buy before the elections, like a few weeks before that, and um, most of the time, 99% of the time, the market went up. So it went a little bit down, probably because the market was surprised by the result of the elections. But except that first day, which had a crazy swing, like 1,000 points in Dow overnight, and after that resumed and went up. So at this point, after a pretty decent rally since November, you know. I'm getting a little bit more, not bearish, but cautious, about. If you look in here, the price is way above all the moving averages, so this is a sign that you may suffer a little bit of correction here. Not don't think about anything crazy, but what I am thinking about is just getting back to these moving averages, Um, and in the same idea here, if you look at VIX, so this is my opinion, but if you look at VIX, something which people are using, VIX is pretty low. As you can see, it's 1197, but look at this. It went up today like 9.68, 10%. Okay, this is a huge move on the upside while the market was up. So the S&P 500 was like 0.5% up, I guess. Yeah. Um, the Dow pretty much the same. All of them are up, and exactly the opposite happens. They go in an opposite direction. So if the market goes up, the VIX moves down. So what that means is just a lot of people are getting nervous and are buying puts. So they want to protect their gains at this point. Okay, so I'm not gonna talk too much about the market. It's pretty bullish. Maybe time to take a little bit of profit off the table, but definitely don't go short. This is really really dangerous to do at this time. So as I mentioned before, this is a fake move on the downside. We're over that. The market resumed the moving up. Let's wait for something serious to happen before drawing any conclusions. Okay, so what I want to show you today is just a few stocks that I have on the watch list. I'm not trading too much these stocks individually, just with a very few amount of money here and there, just for mostly mostly actually for fun, I'm not getting too serious. So I am trading indexes, um, SDS on the downside, and SSO on the upside. Pretty much this is, or I uh, trade QLD on the upside or quit on the downside. I prefer to do this, because they're less volatile than individual stocks. But anyway, so let's go back at a few stocks. Um, so again, based on moving averages, and I explained my method many times, but maybe I can remind new people looking at my blog what it's about, So I'm having this moving averages, which is actually they're the exponential moving average 30 and the 60 plus the singular moving average 120, 120. These are I came up with this value watching the S&P 500, and it doesn't work that well with the individual stocks, but this usually is I start with this, and eventually I modify them a little bit for individual stocks. So let's start with this. Okay, so the same moving averages, we're in a weekly chart. So exponential moving 30 means 30 weeks. Okay, 30 weeks, then 60 weeks, and this is moving average 120 weeks. That's the unit. The unit is weekly here, okay? So why did I say that, I'm looking at this as FSLR? This is the First Solar. It's a very hot stock, you know. So it's also very crazy because it also moves up and down really fast, and you need to be careful with this one, you know. So what we have in here? Okay, a huge drop. We had a huge drop from 300 to 12, I think, was here. Then started a little bit moving up, okay, and but after this, which was 2014, it moves up and down pretty much. It didn't do anything, and lately actually it's more bearish than bullish, you know. So it's going nowhere. It's some kind, you can consider this bottoming, but long like 4 years bottoming process, you know. So why I think this is it's a good trade? Let me show you. So if you look on the weekly chart, nothing obvious in here. Definitely it's in a downtrend here, nothing spectacular. I cannot see anything about. But if you look at shorter time frames, you know, for example on daily, this is 1 day. That's much better. As you look, if you see these moving averages actually gave a good entry here. Okay, and then pretty decent entry on the downside here. If you shorted around 61, okay, that was good. So now I think from this point of view, from on this time frame, this is daily time frame. Okay, this stock it's about it may move on the upside, you know. So this is, if it does, it's gonna be a very good entry. So remember, this is in a watch list, okay? I'm not acting on this right now. I'm just watching. So I have some ideas. I have some trigger points. If it goes there, then I'm buying or shorting. Depends on each individual case, okay? So in this case, I'm looking for a break on the upside. That means I need to see this moving averages crossing on the upside. Okay, so the blue one, which is average 30, should move above the exponential moving average 60, EMA 60. Then again, above this moving average, just single moving average, just 120. It's like a confirmation, you know. So mostly I base my signals on the crossing averages, but this also comes as a confirmation. Okay. So what I mean by that, if it goes somewhere around, let's say here, what is it, 38, 39, 40, I buy it. Probably will move up a little bit more for that because it's this momentum, okay? For how long? I don't think this is something which you should keep it at the moment. So looking back at the weekly chart, this is pretty damaged stock, okay? So even if it moves a little bit, right here, or even move this level, they may resume the move on the downside. But I don't care, you know. Just the idea is that if I go in moments like this, my entry are much safer than on any other point. So I'm sure pretty much people at every single point on the downtrend, people bought. Okay, I buy. You know the idea, which by the way, it's a very big cliche in stock market. You know, buy low, sell high. Of course, everyone does that. To do that. But look, every time the price got cheaper, you know, people bought, and just to see the market, to see the stock going down, and they're losing money. Okay, so that they actually was no one single good point in here for entry on the long side. Right now, it may be. I'm not saying it is gonna be, but it may be. If this managed to go further up on the upside, then yes, that's a signal, and I'm probably buying this. Okay, let's look at the next one. For pretty much the same idea. So let me look at the weekly chart. This is what I want to have the big idea. So the idea is just this is also very damaged stock. Okay. It's going down really badly, you know. So as you can see, a series of lower lows, lower highs, you know. Here, let's say this if I consider this, but these are very small lows. But let's have a look at this, okay? So we have this starting from here, low, low, lower low. Every time another low, low, okay. okay, and lower highs, obviously. But at this moment, you see this lower low in here, it's already and this lower high. The market, the stock, it's already, the price is already above this, so it may take a break here. It may take a break, okay. So you need to look for lower time frames, okay. I can stay 1 weekly and decrease this, and instead of 30 to 60 I can put 15 and 30, or 10 and 20, and obviously this one. But because I have this this very good software, I just keep everything constant, just press one button and move the daily or 2 days or whatever I want, as shorter as I want. So if I go to one day, so it's a daily moving averages, this looks pretty good, okay. Nice entry here, no crossing, no false moving bullish signs in here. You see, for the first time, actually it's not the first time here, they actually again had somehow wanted to go on the upside, but was a fake one, okay, move down. So if I were here, I would say, okay, if managed to go to 157, I will buy it, but never happened, okay. Then again, in here, okay, you see the moving averages are close to each other, better than any other point in the last couple of years, you know. So now is probably the most, it's pretty much the best point where you can go on the upside, okay. You can go long this short and wait for a decent return, okay. But again, this needs to happen, okay. I'm not gonna buy it right now, it's just on the watching list. So if immediately in the next, I don't know, a couple of weeks, whatever, manage to go to here 180, sorry, 80 cents or 90 cents, then yes, this is a buy, and we'll make go something like here. No more than that, I'm not sure, you know, because the stock is damaged. Then it may move down again and make another lower, but I don't care. I am entering here, take the money and move to another stock, okay. This one, okay, daily. It doesn't say too much. Let's go to weekly again. I'm always looking at the weekly. So weekly. So this was the previous high, okay, 72. Since then, okay, huge move down. Right now, again, as you can see, it doesn't make lower highs. This high is already higher than this, okay. This low, it's higher than this low in here. So again, it's taking a break here. Can I is it gonna go on the upside for good in here? Probably not. It's too early to say that. But what about if I look on the shorter time frames, okay. So let's look at again on the daily. Daily chart, okay. It looks good until here, okay. This is not good because this is already, as you can see, it's a fake move up or down. So this is one of the case. Probably if I was watching this on the daily, I would have lose some money here, okay. I would go up in here at 20. Now this is moving on the upside. Yes, I would probably take some loss here and just go away if I look at that. But let's look. Is this a decent level in here? We can see what is this 50. Let's look back. 5. So we're talking about this, and this is not actually. This is the big deal. Okay, this is the real decent one. So this is just an arbitrary, just because you saw the data. You cannot go look back too much on the data. I'm not sure how many data points can you look, but I never counted. But anyway, the shorter the time frame, the less you can go back in the past. So this was not very good. So daily pretty much was not the best case scenario. So let's look at these 4 days. 4 days, okay. A little bit too late on the entries here. It's a good run in here and another good in here. Okay, here again, let's go back a little bit more shorter. 3 days. 3 days much better. So the 3 days you can enter here, and okay, that's a good decent one. No fake move on the downside. Okay, let's go even shorter. 2 days. No, 2 days is not good. Look, because they already touched here. I don't want to see this. Okay, so this definitely was a fake move, and it happened here again. Okay, let's go back to 3 days. So this is pretty much the most is the best time frame you can look for this particular stock. Okay, you need to be so. It's very important with this moving averages crossing and everything. Just be careful if you buy in a certain time frame, sell in the same time frame. Okay, otherwise you'll fool yourself. Okay, so why I consider this is good. So again, my method, I'm looking, let's say, a very decent entry like here, let's say. Okay, and then it is long enough. Yes, I think this is long enough for me. Is the next move on the opposite good enough? Yes, this is good enough in here. Okay, and this is long. Again, we're talking from 75 to 18, and as a time, it's from 2014 about this time, 2017. So we're talking about 3 years. So this is a long time frame. So what I noticed is if one rally before or one plunge, the one before that, if it's long enough and if certain moving averages you can best fit to get a good entry, they will tend to be the same for the next. For example, in this case, on the upside. Okay, so it's a good these pairs are here and good in the downside. They will also be good on the upside. Okay, after that, you cannot guarantee. Okay, because it's they're individual stocks. They're much more volatile than the indexes and much harder to predict. Okay. So, and this again is not 100% sure. I'm just playing the statistics here. Okay, so it's mathematics. With this method I have like 60 to 80% accuracy. Okay, and I think everything above 50, if you have 51% and you use the same amount of money, you can beat the stock market. Okay, it's as simple as that. 60 to 80, it's actually great. My main problem is the emotional part. Okay, so let's say if the market moves here, the stock moves here to 26. Okay, with the 26, I buy, I go in, and I expect to move to 40, 48, whatever, before I seriously need to think about of taking money out. Okay, but if this happens and then moves down a little bit, I may panic. That's the problem, because this is, as I say, this is not 100% sure, and I say, hey, what if is this one of those 40% when, or 20-40% when it doesn't work? Why should I wait and lose more money? So that's I mean, it's one of those do what I say, not do what I do. Okay, so this one again, I'm gonna keep it on my list, and I think the way I'm gonna do it, I'll come back with the same. I revisit the same stock like in a month, or then in 4 or 6 months to see if they're really a good idea. Because everybody, everybody can say, okay, hey, I bought exactly here and I sold exactly here, so I don't want to fool anybody, not myself anyway. So let's make it short. Let's move to the next one. Okay. What about this one? So let's go to 5 days. Okay, that's the thing. It's moving down. Okay, so this was a very crash stock, but look, this is actually from 2009. This is the highest. This is the second highest. Now we're talking about the second highest. It's not a bullish stock overall, in my opinion. It's in the intermediate time frame probably is bullish, but not like this. So why I'm buying this? Okay, I'm afraid here reach a level which may go down. Okay, that's the thing. It may down. So if I go back again on the shorter time frames, let's look at 1 day. 1 day, is this good enough? 664. Just have a look at it again. Yeah, okay, so we're talking about this peaking here. So it's real, good. So if I go to one of 1 day, let's see if I get anything. A good entry here, and it's a pretty close here. Okay, this 1 day on daily, it's pretty good. The stock looks pretty bullish yet. yet you can see here it doesn't move really up anymore, you know. It's just taking a break. The moving averages are getting flat. Okay, this small 120, it's still far away, you know, from the price, so it's still bullish. Definitely is bullish. But if I see something again like 550, something like that, I may ride it to 350 or something like that. Okay, so again, this is on a watch list. Next one, daily, no, 5 days. Okay, this is one of the types. This is a negative example. If I this is way too crazy. Okay, it's nothing. It's bullish, crazily bullish. You know. So the small 120s are 40. The price is 67. Don't touch this. In any time frame you look, okay, it's no way you can think about shorting this one. Okay, you want to go on the upside, okay, but to be honest, I'm not comfortable with this. You know, after this huge run, so I prefer to go somewhere in here, somewhere in here. You know, eventually I'm not greedy. I enter here, I exit here, and that's it. I'm going. I take the money, I run. Okay, but no, I'm not gonna buy this. I'm not gonna short either. You know, it's even worse shorting than buying this one. Okay, let's move. So again, look at the weekly. Weekly gives me an idea what is going on overall. Okay, so this one, oh, this is pretty good. So this is weekly. Right, right. Okay, good entry in here. Pretty decent short side in here. And now look, now you see, after how many years? 2012 in here, like that. So we're talking about 5 years, you know, for the first time we see this crossing the bullish sign on the weekly, which is a big deal. So yeah, pretty much here somewhere at 10, between 10 and 11 was the best entry point. Even now, 13, it's still good. So this is actually already the buy thing. It's in there. Okay. Okay, this one, 5, nice, very nice. Move up, very straight. Then another down, up. Now again, is coming here, and you can see even on a weekly, it doesn't go anywhere. It's moving up and down. It's Let's look at short time frames. 1 day, one day. What is this? 19. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so this is not a pretty much okay. This is 2 days. 2 days, it's pretty choppy. Okay, so again, if I go here on a daily chart, I have a pretty long move down, but I'm looking more at this move up. Okay, so from 2016, it's 1 year, and it's pretty nice. No, this must hold beautifully, you know. And now you see that they're getting flat, and you may see the price moving here and even here. If it's a 90-50, that's a short. Okay, yeah, watch list. Remember that. PRF. Let's look at 5 days. 5 days again. Look. This is what? It's Brazil small caps. This is a long term, okay? Weekly, you know, a weekly chart. This definitely, it's on the upside. Excuse me about this. Yeah? Hello? Be a bit. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, let's move. So this is another buy, okay, in here. This one, SSL. So weekly is pretty damaged. This is actually too noisy for my taste. Okay, let's look at shorter one. No, that's not good. It's too short. It's too short. Okay, it looks like it's a good entry here, but look, it's a whipsaw here, another whipsaw here. Move this 3 days. 3 days. Yeah, pretty much that could be, but I'm not really sure about this one. Okay, it looks like it already gave the move on the upside, you know, but look, it's going down. So no, this I'll avoid this one. I'll avoid this one. Newy, 5 days. Wow, beautiful. absolutely beautiful. Okay, so this is weekly. Look at this, perfect. Okay, so even if you see this noise in here, you say, what the hell is going on? If you look at the moving average, it looks much better. Okay, so no crossing, you see no crossing, looks a small 120. Look at this, beautiful, beautiful. Not even touch, good support. Now for the first time it's touch. So this, for the first time since 2009, you may think about shorting this one. Obviously, if you see the move like here, like let's say 53, 52, then it will be a short. Okay, I think I have one more. Okay, Starbucks, the same, beautiful stock, beautiful, beautiful. Despite some crazy moves, you know, the moving averages stay put. Small 120, beautiful. Look, but first time, look, it's getting very, very close. And look at this, all their touch, but they may not cross on the time. Again, if it moves here like 50, then it's another short. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna revisit this like in a month, then again in another 3 or 4 months to see if they move, and let's see if pretty much to test my method, you know, to see to prove to myself, not to anybody else, that it's anything good in it. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. Okay, bye.